I'm Assistant Chief Thane Westmeyer. I'm the Chief of Operations for Sun Prairie Fire and Rescue. Our ladder truck that we just took a little over a year ago has been used on a number of fires. We use it as our first due response apparatus to any commercial fire, and use it for a variety of other events as well as response. It's been a fantastic truck. We've had no issues with it. It has worked flawlessly on a number of large fires that we've had, and response from E-ONE, if there are little minor issues in terms of reprogramming, have always been responsive and on task. Sun Prairie Fire has about 94 square miles. A little over 12 square miles is the city of Sun Prairie. The remaining balance is the townships that we serve. Last fall, as is the case around this area, farmers are out drying their crop, and we got called to a corn silo fire out in one of our rural townships. First due units on scene had fire showing from a corn dryer. The ladder was called in, which is not a typical response within the townships to have the ladder go, but we need the ladder to be able to get up into the top part of the corn silo to use our elevated master stream to put the fire out. July 10th for Sun Prairie Fire and Rescue was unfortunately a significant day in our history. We suffered the first line of duty death in the department's history. Captain Corey Barr was killed in the explosion. In the aftermath of that explosion, crews that were assigned to the Ladder 1 used it to suppress fire and continued operating throughout the night.
I operated the truck with two other operators, and then we went down to two of us. And while we were on scene, we had the ladder up and we were flowing water. We were told that we needed to back out of the area. The conditions changed to the point where we needed to back out of the area. So we had to break this thing down as quick as we could and back out. And like I say, using the auto stow feature, that worked really good for that. And like I say, it's a great feature. And the controls work good. Yeah, and the nice thing about it is that the high idle, you can shut that off with the creep speed and do the fine tuning. So they really came up with a good feature. I am one of the engineers, so not only do I drive and operate trucks, I teach newer drivers on how to operate and drive. I do like driving it. It's a 47-foot truck, but for that size truck, it drives very well. Very comparable to even our engines that are 10 feet shorter. Lights, everything's run off the battery. No longer do you have to have a generator running to run scene lights. At the touch of a finger, you can turn on all the scene lights while you're rolling up to the scene. Working at night, like I do, it really helps. The hydraulics, putting the ladder up, bring it down, moving it, it works very well. The jacks work quick. After getting used to them, you can get the pads out and get this thing set up very quickly.
The truck has been very easy to use, very manageable. The nice thing is the way the cross brace or the cross X jacks come out, it allows us to operate in areas that we previously weren't able to do because we had an old H-style jack system. With that, it's allowed us to get into areas of the city that we hadn't been able to access with our ladder truck. And as the city continues to grow, we're able to get into the newer areas without incident. It drives very nice, operates very well, flows a lot of water, and we've had zero issues with it.